Hi, Leaf. How are you? Hey, Bev. Hi, Nikki. Welcome to everybody that is on. Thank you for tuning in to episode 8 of Tuesday Talks. Fine, your hand is still bothering you? Oh, goodness. Well, I want to thank all of you that came on last week. I had my older brother on as a special guest last week, and he talked to you guys about, hey, Corkeisha, we talked again about self-care, and he talked to you guys about his new job he's going to be doing as a life and health coach. Hey, Cassandra. And for those of you that may have missed that live, definitely go back and check the replay. And he did start his Instagram. We got his Instagram started. We got his Facebook started. And it's Health and Life Coach Ministries on Instagram. And I believe it's the same on Facebook as well. I did a post on Instagram where I linked his Instagram page. And I'll need to go back in the live from last week and add on his Facebook as well. So thank you guys for joining in. So I know we talked about self-care last week. I did do a little bit of self-care today. I'm proud of myself. I did go and I got a mani-pedi. And then last night I did my facial mask because I had been putting that off for weeks. I've been writing it in my planner like every week, facial mask, and hadn't done it. So I did that last night. I was pleased with my pedicure today. I was not pleased with my manicure because I don't know what it was. The same guy that did my feet did my manicure, but once he got to my hands, he was like all shaking and like the nail polish was getting all over the place and he wasn't cleaning it up well. And I think he kind of got frustrated because I kept trying to tell him to clean it up. And then after I left the nail shop, I realized, hey, he didn't even oil my hands, massage my hands, lotion my hands. But whatever. I'm probably going to end up going to another nail salon at the end of the week and getting a nail color change because he just didn't do a great job. And I don't want to try and doctor it up and then just make it worse myself. So that's that. What else? Don't forget, I have a giveaway going on right now in collaboration with Johanna from Jozahana. We have a giveaway. We're giving away an academic planner from Erin Condren and also some other nice planner supplies. So make sure you check out my video for that, and all the details for that are in the description box. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the week number 4. Hello, Sherry. Week number 4 of the planner party link up is up. But if I don't get more participation this week, I'm not sure that I'm going to continue it. So you have until tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Central Time, to go put a link to a blog post with your planner spread or to your YouTube channel for your Plan With Me video. So be sure to check out those 2 things. The planner link up party on my blog. The link is always usually in my description box. And also the giveaway. I'm excited for the giveaway. Yes, tomorrow is D-Day when I find out about surgery or not. Oh, don't leave. I hope that whether it's surgery or not, that is, if it's surgery, that it's very light surgery, it's not invasive, and that they can fix the issue and fix it fast and that you heal quickly. Yes, been busy with work, so I'm excited. Yeah. So tonight's topic is narcissism, the social media monster. So why did I decide to talk about this? I've actually been wanting to talk about this for a while. I'm a very observant person, and I notice a lot of things, and sometimes I wish I didn't notice all the things that I notice, because then I would probably not be so easily irritated by so much stuff. But that's just how it is. I notice a lot of things. And just over the years, I've been just peeping things, right? Just peeping things on social media. First, it started with Facebook. Everybody wanted to be a Facebook comedian, right? So you get these people and they take a lot of time and effort, I'm sure, to create these little funny videos and things like that. And some of them have all these different characters that they play. And it's all good. It's all fun. And then some people, what really messed it up is when Facebook decided to go live. When people started doing Facebook Live, it was like everybody wanted their 15 minutes of fame. And I'm not just talking about people in general. I'm talking about people that I know personally as well. It just kind of became like, as soon as I would see that somebody was live, I literally would not watch. And I would not even go back and watch. That's how it was. Because people, I noticed, were becoming social media monsters. It wasn't that they just wanted to get on and share something and share some content. It was just like, look at me, here I am, give me the attention that I need right now. That's how it became. That might just be my own personal opinion, but this is what I have noticed over time. So when people started going live for any and every little thing on Facebook, or they're driving and I'm like, you're driving, shouldn't you be paying attention to the road? I mean, just things like that I would just kind of be like, okay. So literally, when people go live on Facebook, and I think it's more Facebook than anything else, when they go live on Facebook, I hardly ever will click and watch. Especially if it's just them sitting there, like kind of just talking or addressing whatever. It just becomes a little narcissistic at times. And I hate to say that, but that's just kind of what the reality is. And then as I started getting into, the whole YouTube scene, I don't know, I want to say I didn't really watch a lot of YouTube videos before. If something was like shared on Facebook, I might watch a YouTube video. It wasn't like I was going out searching for stuff to really watch on YouTube. There wasn't anything that I got on there to, to just watch regularly. Every now and then I'd like want to go look at an old music video or something, and I go type that in the search box and look at that. But as I've been in this YouTube community, I've noticed it amongst some people here as well. And so I think a lot of people maybe start off with good intentions. They have something they want to share, some type of content, some type of advice, some type of information. But sometimes it gets to a point where it becomes a need for them. They have to have it. It's almost like it's a drug. They have to have it. They have to be in front of that camera, getting that feedback, and getting that attention from people. And that might sound contradicted because that's what I'm doing right now. But I don't really do this because I want the attention. I've never been a person that just has to have attention like that. And I mainly do this because I just enjoy getting on here and talking to you guys. That's what I like, sharing information, having conversations. So for me, it's not about attention. But after a while, you just kind of see narcissism creep its little ugly head into the picture. And some people just start to feed off of all of that attention. And then the heads get bigger and the britches get bigger. And, and it's just like people become bragful, people become boastful, some people even become rude and disrespectful, and they put themselves on their own little pedestal, and it just becomes uncomfortable to watch after a while. There are a couple of YouTubers that I used to watch regularly, and I can't watch them anymore. Like, I just can't, because what I have noticed about the behavior. And a lot of times I just chalk it up to, oh, maybe that person's just young, or oh, they just want they 15 minutes of fame or whatever. All right, Naive, or things like that. Hey, K Renee. So I try to I just chalk it up to those things. But when I see those people like kind of be rude to other people or start being bragful and boastful, then it's no longer about your age or your wanting to have 15 minutes of fame. You have become narcissistic. You have gotten, your head has just blown up to the nth power, and you have gotten, in a sense, as the old people would say, you've gotten beside yourself. And I just think that when people decide to take on a very public presence on social media, that they need to really learn to balance the social media life and the regular life. And I think the key to it all is humility. It's humility. And there are some people, they will come across as being humble people. But when you really sit and you dissect everything, because that's just how my brain works. Like, I will dissect everything. I usually will pick up on things that other people don't pick up on. And so I'm just like, wow, look at that attitude. Oh my God, the attitude's nasty. Like, I have a problem with it, and I'll try my best to overlook it as much as I can. But after a while, I just can't. And like I said, there's a few people I just had to stop watching, because it's just like, you want this attention a little bit too much. Examples of what I'm talking about. Suppose person A is going live and person B is watching the live. When person B is all up in the chat drawing a bunch of attention to themselves, that's a problem, because it's not about you at this point. It's about what is person A sharing with us right now. So I've seen things like that happen. I've seen people just they're on the live and they're rude to the people that are in the chat. Like, I've seen stuff like that. And that to me is just like a total turn off. And it's like, who are you? Because I've never known about any Grammys or Oscars or any of this. And even people like that, celebrities, I'm not even bow down, and I wouldn't even agree with them being rude, bragful, boastful, and any of that kind of stuff. No matter who we are, we should always be humble. And I literally have personal friends that I will not watch their live videos. I just won't watch them on Facebook, because it's just like, oh God, what do you really have to talk about now? Like, what are you? And it's, you can tell it's all about somebody really seeking attention. And as I said, I've never been that kind of person. I've never just needed attention like that. So I wanted to talk with you guys about that today. Have you noticed how social media can take a negative effect upon people and their personalities? Have you been the recipient of someone's narcissism on social media or anything of that platform? So talk to me about that. Yes, Beverly. Yes. So you don't have to name names, but if you want to share like your experience and what you noticed about it. Because I notice a lot of stuff a lot of times. I've seen it with some of the people I used to see. Yeah. I was watching one lady one time, and I'm not going to say too much about her channel because I don't want it to be obvious who I'm talking about. But there was just like this constant, like kind of smirk that I felt was there all the time. And I was just like, you love this attention like that. And then I caught myself like, why am I watching this lady take out the trash? Like, why am I sitting here watching this? Like that kind of thing. It's like, or, and I kind of get like disturbed, not just with videos too, but like when people kind of have like staged photos. And I know sometimes staged photos are necessary, but sometimes they really irk me. Like when you staged a photo to make it look like it's just some kind of candid shot. I mean, and we all do it, but sometimes it is necessary for maybe a photo shoot you're doing or a photo ad that you're doing. But it's things like that that I'm just like, when you do it often, I'm like, do you really need all that attention? I've been on the receiving end of a relative's toxic narcissism. Wow. Yes, like it's out of a magazine. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And the sad thing is you'll see people that you really liked from the start. You will see them go from this very pleasant, humble person to this, big-headed person, and you're just like, whoa, what happened to you? Like, you didn't used to be like that. Oh, social media got to you. You can't let social media get to you like that. You have to stay humble. Yes, I've seen them change. Yes, literally right before your eyes, right? It's kind of saddening. And I'm one of those people, I want to try and support like everybody that I can. But then there just comes a point where I'm like, I can't. Like one person, I've seen them be rude on too many occasions. And a lot of times it's been in live videos. I've seen it happen way too many times with this person. And then I've seen this person on Instagram and Instagram stories just talking very rude and disrespectful about people that are really close to them. So I'm like, do I really want to sit and continue to watch a person that's going to consistently be rude, consistently be disrespectful, and then turn around and be boastful and bragful at the same time? And want to come off as just really nice and kind. Like, I don't feel that I can support somebody like that. Because are you really appreciative of support and supportive of the people who follow you and watch you if you're that rude and disrespectful? So those are the kind of things that I think about. I had to learn that I can't be friends with everybody. Agreed. Totally agreed. I don't see it that much per se. I mean, in the planner community, I've seen it in the planner community. I'm not gonna lie, that I've seen it in the planner community. And there are some where it seems to progressively get worse. I'm not mad at them. I'm mad with people who act as if they don't see the root. I'm right there with you, Beverly, because when people show you for who they are, you just believe it, you accept it, you either deal with them or you don't, right? But I agree with you, Bev. There are people, and I know you can't see this consistent rudeness, disrespectfulness, bragfulness, boastfulness. You can't consistently turn a blind eye to that. Like, you just can't. I can't. I can't do that, and yes, everybody, well, I'm not gonna say everybody, a lot of people want their 15 minutes of fame. A lot of people want that. And I think if people really knew the price tag that comes along with fame, then maybe they wouldn't want that attention as much as they're wanting, or as much as they might be receiving it. Because with that type of attention and exposure, there comes a responsibility to your audience. And a lot of people feel like they don't owe their audience anything. They're not obligated to their audience for anything. I don't tell you to watch me. I don't tell you to follow me. but people do. And exactly, it comes at a high price, you know. And I didn't get into this YouTube thing because I want to be famous, or I want to be YouTube famous, or because I want attention. I've told y'all before, the main reason I even started a YouTube channel was because it was suggested that I do so to go alongside with my blog. So that's the main reason that I do this. And I've come to find that, you know, I actually enjoy it. It's a lot of work sometimes. And it was a lot of work in the very beginning, I think, because it was all new, and because taking photos and filming videos are things that I don't do. Like, it took me years before I did a selfie, when everybody was, that's all they were doing every single day. Like, I know somebody that's selfie all the time. Like, I don't even take good pictures because it's not something that I do, you know? I have a passion for sharing, and that's why I started. Exactly. So it was a long time before I even did a selfie. And even now, I don't think any of my selfies come out great because that's not my thing. I don't mind taking pictures. You know, there's people that don't like to take pictures. I'm pretty photogenic. But I don't take very nice pictures myself, and it's not something that I just sit and do all the time. I enjoy the kind people, but quickly discarded the ones that have attitude. Yes. And sometimes, like Beverly said, you're like, I know you see this. Why do you act like you don't see this? You know? And I think that might be the thing that bothers me the most as well. It's just like, you're gonna be who you're gonna be. You're gonna be rude if that's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be disrespectful if that's what you're gonna be. But how is it that people don't see this? Like, how are people so blinded? Yes, some people might be considered as entertaining. Yes. And hey, I was entertained by some of these people too. But for me, maybe because of my standards and my morals, there's just like a fine line for me. Like, you can't be rude to the people that have come to watch your video. Like, you just don't do that. Now, I know sometimes on these live videos, and I don't know if people do it on Facebook, but I know they do it here on YouTube. And I've seen them do it on Instagram too. You get the trolls that pop it on people's live videos. And some people will just get on and just start saying all kind of crazy stuff and all kind of rude stuff. A lot of cursing, profanity, nasty, explicit stuff. I've seen that on Instagram, and I've seen that on here on YouTube. That's right. Give them the wrench, boot them out. So yes, those people, they come in and they're rude. And even as the person that is conducting the live, you still don't have to be rude back to them. You can just boot them out. But to be rude to the people that are actually sitting there watching. And then sometimes I think some people, their heads have gotten so big, they don't even recognize that they're being rude. They don't even recognize that they're being disrespectful. They don't even recognize that they're being boastful and bragful. And that's one thing I've never liked about a person. Don't brag about anything, because I've always said, and my mama raised me to know, that God will take everything from you in an instant. Don't get too high and mighty, you know. So I always say, if you're successful because of your YouTube, if you're successful because of your Facebook or your Instagram, thank God for it. Thank God for the blessing. But be humble at the same time. Be humble at the same time. And it's okay to be entertaining and everything too. But I think sometimes there needs to be a little, some form of professionalism in some things. That's just me. And one thing that bothered me before, and this was a couple of months ago, I think, I was watching a live video, and this person's very well known, on YouTube, and very professional person, very humble person. And one of the ones I said that likes to bring attention to themselves, there they were in the chat, drawing attention to themselves, acting a fool in the live, had others acting a fool in the live with them. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this person is professional. This is not the live to be acting a fool. Like, this is just not the one, you know, respect this person. And it was hard to sit there and watch, actually, because I wanted to say something, but then I didn't want to be rude to the person who was doing the live. But I'm a kind of person, like, I don't like sitting back and just being silent, because I just feel like sometimes that makes us a part of the problem. But I know my mother tells me, pick your battles, you know, so I just didn't say anything at the time. Hey, Karen. But yeah, so I just think it's sad. I think it's sad. And then when I was on Facebook the other day, I just came across like so many different videos. Like, everybody wants to be a Facebook star. And I was just like, but some of y'all are all doing the same thing. Like, you're all doing the same thing. We got a lot of men on there putting on their wigs and their dresses, trying to be the next Tyler Perry. That's a whole lot of that running around Facebook right now. And I'm just like, it's all good. Like, but everybody's not going to be famous. Like, everybody's not going to just make it big because they go and stage all these videos and do all these crazy lives. And some stuff people put on live video, they just shouldn't. I'm just going to say that. I came across a live video. The video wasn't live at the time that I saw it. Some guy had, he was in his car and he was live in his car. And he was just driving stupid, driving crazy. And the people that were even in his live, that were watching his live, were even chatting to him. Like, you know, you need to slow down. You're driving crazy. And so he's like, man, whatever. Y'all know my foot is always to the floor, or something like that, he said. And so he turned the camera around. He told him, watch this. So he turned the camera so that the view would be of the road. And he's driving crazy. And it's through a residential neighborhood. Flying, flying, flying. Next thing you know, you could just hear a noise. And then, like, everything just goes black. And then all you can hear is people running over. Oh my God, somebody call 911. Oh my goodness, I think he's dead. I think he's dead. Somebody try to help me get him out of here. And he had literally died in that live video because he wanted to show out and drive crazy during a live video. So here you just ended your life. So now that's what you're going to be remembered for. I mean, like, you kind of got the fame or the attention that you were seeking, but at the price of your life. So it's like, was it worth it? How is that going to damage the people that were watching that live? They literally witnessed somebody die. You know, how are their lives now going to be affected by that kind of thing? You know, and that's why I just get irritated sometimes when people are literally live and they are driving. Yes, now technology has given us a lot of different ways to film while driving now. So it's not as bad as it used to be, but it still can be something that causes you to have some inattention while you're driving. You know, because first it started with everybody's got to have the selfie picture where they're strapped in their seatbelt kind of thing. It kind of started with that. So you know, it's like everybody's profile pictures were them strapped in their car with a seatbelt across them. You know, that was like when the selfie thing took off, a lot of people were doing that. Or the duck face. Y'all remember the duck face was all popular for a while. And now it's the filters. So now everybody wants to take their photos and post their photos with the filters, or do their videos with the filters. And I'm not familiar with Snapchat. I thought Snapchat was like a social media outlet for teens, because I only would hear my students really talk about it. But apparently adults get on there too, I guess. I don't know. And I think that's where a lot of the filters kind of originated, on Snapchat. I have a few friends, and almost every photo or video that they post these days has those filters. And usually when I see them, I just scroll by, because I'm just done with them already. I'm just done with the filters. Yes, I cherish my life too. Video and driving is dangerous. I've never done it. I don't think I've ever, but I don't really film myself. Like, I just don't do that. Like, I do it for my YouTube. And I tried even like vlogging, like when days that I was going to the gym, I tried that. That didn't last but for about a week. And I never even uploaded those vlogs. And I doubt that I probably ever will upload them. I pretty much just need to delete them. And sometimes I think about doing vlogs, but sometimes I think vlogging has taken on a very narcissistic aura. That's another attention getter for some people. It's like a drug for a lot of people. They have said there have been studies that have proven that social media has become a drug for some folks. I have a friend, and I'm like, are you literally on Facebook all day? Because when I do get the chance to scroll through there, I see that you have posted like post after post after post after post after post. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe I was like that when I first kind of got on Facebook. I don't know. Maybe when I got the hang of how to post and all that on Facebook. But after a while, like, you just kind of grow up, and it's just not that serious anymore. At least you think. At least you think. But yeah, there are some people that on Facebook will post everything. And another thing that bothers me about social media, and I mainly see it on Facebook, if there's like an award show, or like recently the Super Bowl was on, right? Hey, G. When you have to get on there and you have to do a play-by-play of everything that's happening during that TV show, or that award show, or that sports program, that irritates me to no end. Because number one, if I wanted to watch it, I'd watch it. Or number two, I guess people still DVR. Do people do DVR? I've never DVR'd anything. I don't know. So maybe I'm going to watch it later, and you just spilled the whole thing. And I'm not a sports fan. So I remember a couple of years ago, the Super Bowl was on, and that's all that was on my timeline. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I can't. I literally made a meme of this little baby doing like this. And I said, when you're not a sports fan, and that's all you see in your timeline, or something like that. I even made a meme about it because I was going crazy. So I made sure to stay off of Facebook pretty much the other day when the Super Bowl was on, because I don't want to know. I don't watch award shows. I don't watch music award shows. I don't watch that kind of stuff. So and I don't just have one friend that'll do it. I have several friends that will get on Facebook, and everybody that performs or everybody that speaks, they're commenting. And I'm just like, oh. And then my timeline is just flooded with all of that. And it's like, do you really have to be doing this right now? Because I'm sure y'all all know that several of you are watching the same programming right now. So do you all need to be commenting on it right now? And then it's like people will be creating the memes throughout the programs. I just think it's a little excessive. But if you find yourself posting more than 10 times on Facebook a day, there might be a problem. Now, if I catch myself doing that, it's because I like to share a lot of like recipes. So if I see like a recipe or something, because I follow a lot of food bloggers on Facebook. I follow a lot of them. So if I see different recipes that I like and things like that, I might end up sharing quite a bit of stuff on Facebook. But as far as me actually posting something myself, it's very limited. Very limited. And another thing that gets me is when people are acting like they're literally having a crisis, some kind of a crisis. If whatever you're talking about is so dire right now, why are you on Facebook posting about it? Why are you live talking about it? Like, why are you vlogging about it right now? You're going through a crisis. Go through the crisis and then come back and talk about it later. Once you've settled the problem, fixed the problem, what have you. But that makes me question whether something is really wrong, if something is really that serious. Are you just seeking attention right now? I mean, there was a time where and I'm thinking about this only because it came up in my Facebook memories the other day. There was a day where I was picking up a towel. I dropped the hand towel on the floor in the bathroom after I was washing my hands. And I dropped the hand towel on the floor and I was going to pick it up. But when I rose back up, I hit my head like really hard on the bathroom sink. And you know how in the cartoons and stuff, they see stars? Like, I think I literally saw stars that day because like I just had this really bad pain and it was like somebody had pressed my head through like some kind of compression thing or something. And I just remember my mother used to always say, if you hit your head real hard, don't go to sleep. You might have a concussion. So I went and I laid down, but I made sure that I didn't sleep. And so it was maybe some hours later. And then I was feeling better and I posted it I posted it on Facebook. But in the moment that I knocked my head, did I get on there and post? No, I didn't. Because I wasn't seeking the attention. I actually thought it was kind of funny after the fact because I thought about it and I was like, if I had passed out, my brothers would have came home and I would have been laid out on the floor and that wouldn't have been cute, you know. But I wasn't like, oh my God, something is so wrong. Let me get on Facebook and tell the world about it right now. No. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Karen, for that reminder. Thank you. Hit the like button, guys. Don't forget. But yeah, those are the kind of things that I see on social media, and it just makes me wonder, like, why? I guess that's the only question that I can come up with. Sorry, I forgot to put do not disturb, and my mom just tried to call me. I hate to decline my mother's phone call, but I'll talk to her later, and she's going to tell me what she always said. Oh, I forgot you go live on Tuesday. My mother always forgets what I'm doing. Oh, I forgot you're at work. You got to love her, right? You got to love her. So my mom, I'm sure she's going to call one of my brothers right now because when she can't reach one, she's going to call the others to find out what's going on. But yes. So what do you guys think can be a solution, if there is a solution at all, to help curb narcissism, the social media monster? Oh, you heard my music and everything? Oh, wow. Yes, I like that song too. I thought it was perfect ringtone for my mom. Because that's my mommy. She's only one call away. Yeah. So do you think there is a solution, or is it just going to depend on the person and that person wanting to do better or make a change? Do you think people actually realize when narcissism has taken over, I don't think they realize it. And then I think some people do, and that's just, they just don't care. I've come across a lot of narcissistic people in my life, and not just on social media. Like, I literally know people personally that are so narcissistic and everything has to be about them. I work with a teacher like that. Yeah. One of those ones where in every single faculty meeting, you've got to raise your hand and say something because you just have to be seen. Yeah. Like, nobody even really likes you. Why do you want to be seen? Like, I'm just saying. But yeah, I do think it might also depend on the person. For any kind of change, you got to want to change. You have to want to make that change. And I think some people just get comfortable in that that whole narcissistic lifestyle. They feed on it. It's like what do you call them? The bottom feeders that you put in a aquarium. Like, they just feed on it. They feed on it. They feed on it, and that's their thing. They need it. They need it. And I know there's one person that one of the people that I was talking about earlier, and this person, I heard them say in a video that they don't really even like doing face-to-face videos. And then when I started really getting on Instagram, because I wasn't sure what Instagram stories were all about. When I started realizing how to access people's Insta stories and how to view the Insta stories. And so I would start watching people's Insta stories. But this same person that was like, I don't really like being face to face with a camera. Hey, Amber. This person that said that they don't really like being face to face with the camera was constantly doing Insta stories. So I was just like, how are you all constantly doing Insta stories, but you don't like being face to face with the camera? Amber, we were talking about narcissism, and we have met some people personally who are very narcissistic. Yeah. So yeah, we're mainly talking about it in the social media aspect, but it just kind of, I think sometimes it trickles down from them being in front of a camera or being behind a post or being behind a live. And I think it just trickles down into their real life, or either that's how they are in real life and they bring that into their social media presence. So I think it kind of works both ways. But how do you curb the problem? Do you address the people? Do you just distance yourself from the people? What do you do? How do you, and like Bev was saying, you get upset when other people act like they don't see it. When narcissism has taken over, it's hard not to notice it. Like, it's just, hey, Tamara, it's hard not to notice that. Like, how do you not see that? Social media is another language. It is, and it's sad because when I first got on Facebook, like, I didn't know anything about it. My cousin had told me about it. And so she was like, yeah, you need to get on Facebook and make a profile on there and blah, 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 blah. And the last social media outlet that I had really been on was the Black Planet. And I don't know if you guys remember the Black Planet, but that was like the last thing that I was on before I got on Facebook. And so, when I started teaching, I had to delete the Black Planet page, because yeah, I had to delete that. I heard it still exists, but I don't know if that's true. But yeah, so I got on Facebook and I wasn't really, I don't know, I was on there. And then people that I went to high school with started adding me as friends and stuff like that. And so then for me, it became, hey, this is a place where you can like really talk to people that you haven't talked to in a while, reconnect with folks. And then like for people that were long distance, it was an easy way to talk to people that were miles and miles away. It was a way to meet new people, although you got to be really careful about meeting people on social media. Um, but it was a way to meet new people, and it was a good source of information. But now even the information is so fake sometimes these days that it's like, what are we really getting out of it now? You know what I mean? What I mean. And so, like Amber said, it needs to be shut down. Yeah, it has become, it's become outrageous. And I just saw people take, like I said, I saw people take a turn for the worse with Facebook Live videos. I was just, it's like, oh my God, here you come with another video. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I have one Facebook friend, they were recently on a cruise and they were doing live videos. I mean, that didn't bother me because you're actually sharing something that maybe everybody won't even be able to get to experience in their lives. You know, you're sharing, you know, your experience on a cruise ship. So I wasn't perturbed by that. But when you're constantly trying to become Facebook famous, that irks me. And I'm a person that's easily irked. And I think one of the reasons I'm easily irked is because I notice a lot of stuff. I notice a lot of stuff. Even recently, I've noticed how some people have restructured their videos. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Because if I go any further, it's just going to sound really... But I've just noticed some people have restructured their videos for personal gain and personal benefit. I've noticed. Because I was just watching a video and I was just kind of like, it was one of those kind of things. Like, I see why you doing this. You know what I mean? But it was just like, I catch everything, y'all. Like, I think sometimes even in this planner community, some of us are so kind of, I guess you could say starstruck, that we just overlook things. Like, I ain't never been like that. I'm still gonna catch it. Like, that's just how my brain works. And so I'll just be like, wait a minute. You want people to do what? And then you're going to give them what? But in the process, you about to gain this. That's how my brain works, you know? And so I'm just like, So are the people really winning? Or are you really winning? Yeah, so this is kind of things that I think about like that. The problems that I think people share too much. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, when I see you literally dogging out people that are very close to you, and you're sharing that on social media for all the world, that ain't for everybody to know. You know, I get mad at some of my friends or relatives or what have you. I'm not going to sit there and literally dog them out on social media. And it's to the point where everybody knows who you're talking about. There are several people that know exactly who you're talking about. Or when you're rude to a person that's right there with you in front of everybody. How do people do that? I don't understand how people do that. Like me and my brothers, we fight. But I'm not going to be rude to them on camera. Like, that's something that I'm just not going to do to my brothers. As much as we might have whatever conflict we might have at times, I'm not going to just like dog my people out to the social media audience. Like, that's insane to me. Rudeness is my pet peeve. Yeah, it's despicable. As who used to say that? Daffy Duck, despicable. To me, that says something about who you really are as a person. And so I'm going to be able to look behind everything else that you're putting out there. Everything else, I'm going to look past all the other words that you're saying. And all I'm going to remember pretty much is how you were so rude and how you were so disrespectful. And if you can easily do that in front of a social media audience, that's who you are as a person. That's my opinion. But to me, that's who you are as a person. And I just, as I stated, we just need to just be humble in everything we do. I mean, everybody says it. Everybody talks about the golden rule all the time. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Some people don't, I guess they don't care if you're going to be rude to them because they're so rude, they're just going to pop off right back or something. I don't know. But don't be coming at people that are there to support you. That's not the way to do it. Like, that is definitely not the way to do it. Never think so much of yourself or put yourself too high on a pedestal that God has to bring you down. That ain't cute at all. Facebook arguing back and forth with words between family members bother me. Yeah. I see people do that a lot with politics too on Facebook. I just don't get into politics at all. But I've seen people like call out their family and their friends and stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I did call out somebody once before on Facebook. I ain't gonna lie, I did, y'all. I had to do it because this person had went as far as to start harassing me and my brothers, blowing up our phones, constantly texting us, harassing my mom, threatening us, threatening our jobs. Amber's laughing because she knows what I'm talking about. Threatening our jobs. And then actually, this person even actually popped up at my aunt's house unannounced. So I had to handle it. That one I had to handle because the person was spreading lies, defaming people's character, and I just wasn't having it, you know. Thank you. You should have seen it earlier. You should have seen it earlier, Karen. I was supposed to do a wash day today, but I was gone most of the day, and then I came home and I wanted to take a rest. So yeah, don't mess with my mommy. You ready for a fight? Exactly. So you calling my mama, you talking, then not only threatening my job and my brother's job and my mother's job. And the reason the person was threatening our jobs because the person knew that we all worked in the education field, and my mom and my brother worked in the same school district as this person. Hello, you idiot. We have text messages of you threatening us. You work in the same district as they do. They can take all this to your boss. Like, I don't know. She wasn't thinking. But that was one time where I'm not gonna lie, I did call her out. I called her out because, for one, I wanted everybody to know this is what she's doing and there needs to be a stop to it. And eventually, God came and intervened, and I didn't have to do nothing more than call her out. Hallelujah. And I think, no, she didn't learn after that. She didn't, because she did it to somebody else. She didn't learn after that. But as long as you didn't come at me and my family again, I was cool. But yeah, these are the kind of things that we do. And you hear people say too that you get people being social media bullies, or how did somebody put it one time? Oh, you got your social media courage. I think that's what I heard somebody say one time. Social media courage. So people, they'll talk all this stuff while they're on Facebook, and they'll create all this drama on Facebook. And if people try to come back at them, they might go try to get you put in Facebook jail or something like that. And I've seen these kind of things happen with people that I know on social media, and it's crazy. Bullying people on social media is ridiculous because a lot of The children today, they don't know how to deal with that stuff. They don't know how to just ignore that kind of stuff. Um, and I think a lot of people do that on social media too, because they don't have that confidence and they don't have that courage in real life. Manipulation and intimidation is like witchcraft. Yep. Yep. So true. And it's just sad the things that people do for attention. Like that whole catfishing thing that people do. They took social media and made it negative with that as well. I didn't even know what catfishing was. I tell you, I learned a lot teaching high school students. And so one of my students, they were talking about it in class one day, and I was like, what are y'all talking about? That show on MTV, Miss Brown, blah, 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 blah. And I had never heard of it. And so they were like, you need to go watch it. You need to go watch it. So I came home and I got on Hulu and I saw I looked at the most recent episode that was up. I ain't gonna lie, I got hooked. I can't believe I still got hooked on that show. But I did. I think because I was just like amazed at the audacity of people. But yeah, things like that. That is another thing. People, they hide behind these fake personas that they put out on social media. And it's sad because they just can't be who they really are. They're not confident enough to be who they are. They don't love themselves enough to just be who they are, and if we are all going to partake in social media in any kind of way, just don't let the monster, narcissism itself, intervene and take over your life. Like, remember, at one point you had one follower. At one point you had one subscriber. That's for all of us. At one point there was only one. So I think if we can remember that, maybe that would help us stay level-headed, help us stay humble, help us stay kind to the people that follow us or subscribe to us and things of that nature. I know it's unavoidable. I mean, there's going to be somebody who's going to be bit by the narcissistic monster. I mean, we can't avoid that. But I would challenge somebody to definitely check me if you think I'm going in that direction. But I doubt that happens because, number one, I don't need that attention. Hey, Christy. And number two, my mother taught me to remain humble. I mean, if you want to be a celebrity so bad, there's several celebrities that had it all and they have nothing now. Like, and like we've already talked about on here tonight, it all comes at a price. It all comes at a price. And don't let that price be your life. Like the guy that died driving crazy on the live. Don't let it be your life. Don't let it be your dignity. Don't let it be that you have defamed your own character, let alone somebody else defaming you. You defamed your own character because of your narcissistic attitude on social media. Like, don't let it come at a price for you. There's enough followers out there for everybody. There's enough viewers out there for everybody. And everything ain't meant for everybody either. So I think if we keep those things in mind, then maybe we can avoid ourselves being bit by that social media monster that is narcissism. So I'm coming up on an hour here, y'all, and I haven't graded a single paper today. And I doubt I'm going to do it when I get off of here either. But I do need to prepare for work tomorrow. But I did want to touch on this subject. I think this is something that we might revisit, definitely. So before I let you guys go tonight, just a few reminders. Again, I have the giveaway going on in collaboration with Johanna. Tomorrow is the last day to enter into the giveaway. tomorrow at 11 p.m. Also is the deadline to link up to the planner party link up. So go do that. You can check my link on that from my Instagram bio. It's in there. Hey, Crafty. And then there was something else I was going to remind y'all of. I don't remember. Oh, I might go live again on Thursday. I need to do my monthly plan with me, and I haven't done that. So y'all might catch me Thursday afternoon-ish sometime and going live about that. So also, I forgot. I've been forgetting to do the poll on Instagram to see what other topics you guys want to talk about on Tuesday Talks. So definitely leave a comment, and once this live is over, if you want to go back and leave a comment and let me know what you want to talk about. And I think the social media monster, I think will definitely come back and revisit this topic again. And for those of you, like I said, that missed the live last week where my brother was on as a special guest, he was talking about having a healthier lifestyle, both physically, spiritually, mentally. Definitely go back and check out that live. And I linked his Instagram page in the description box in that live video also. You like that, Christy? Yes. So yeah, the other brother, we'll see when we, I really have a topic in mind that I want to do with him, with my younger brother, but I just can't get him in front of the camera. And then it's a topic that he enjoys, but I just can't get him in front of the camera. So y'all pray for me on that one. So that's going to be it for tonight. You guys know what to do. Be sure to slay. Be sure to subscribe, like, and accept the alerts. And I will catch you guys in my next video. So until then, guys, bye-bye. Tell him you can interview. Damn. I can interview his neck. You know what I told him, actually? I told him, I said, I'm going to put a paper bag over your face. I said, you can just sit there with that paper bag on your face, and then we can talk. I'll even like cut out little openings so he won't sound muffled when he talks. Yeah, or a mask. Yeah, we going to work on it. We want him here stat. I'm going to tell him. I've been telling him. So, and like, he even kind of suggested the one topic that I'm wanting to discuss. Put some washi tape. And I have the exact washi tape I can use. It's one of those ones I got from the 3 for $1 bin at Michael's, and it's horrible. So it needs to be put to use. I can just wrap that. That's a good idea. Wrap him up with that washi tape and then sit him down and we can talk. But we're going to try to get him on here for sure. There is more than one way to do this. I don't want to have to, you know, restrain him or anything like that. But, you know, we shall see. Hopefully we will get him on sooner than later. And I know that people can go live together. I've never done that. So if that's something somebody's interested in doing, wanting to be my guest on Tuesday Talks, just let me know. Let me know. And I just want to thank you guys for coming every week, because I was telling my mom, she was asking me about it last week. I was like, yeah. I said, for some reason, people keep coming while they want to sit and listen to me talk, I guess so. He is like, my people turn the camera on and they run like roaches. Yeah, he and my mom are like that. Me, my older brother, and my dad. I could probably get my daddy on here before I could get my younger brother on here. But my daddy would probably get my YouTube channel shut down because he has no filter. But yeah, so we're going to try to get him on here. And I'll probably see you guys live on Thursday, and I'll definitely see you guys back here on Tuesday for the next Tuesday Talks. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye.